Welcome back to Legal Threads, where we pull apart real cases and see how the law ties them together. I'm Chat, and today's story takes us overseas into Pakistan, the Cold War, and a courtroom fight about whether trusting government officials can save you from criminal charges. Eugene Clegg was an American schoolteacher in Islamabad. While living there, he began smuggling firearms across the border to Afghan rebels who were fighting the Soviet occupation. According to Clegg, he wasn't doing this on his own. He claimed that U.S. Army officers and other government officials encouraged, assisted, and even supplied him with weapons. One official allegedly helped plan a large shipment, another sold him ammunition, and several knew about his activities. Believing this amounted to official approval, Clegg continued smuggling arms. Eventually, he was arrested in Pakistan, imprisoned, and then returned to the United States, where he was indicted for exporting firearms without a license under federal law. At trial, Clegg wanted to argue that he reasonably relied in good faith on U.S. official statements and actions, a defense known as entrapment by estoppel, or sometimes the official misleading doctrine. The trial court said yes, he could raise the defense. The government appealed, and the Ninth Circuit had to decide. They looked back to their earlier case, United States v. Talmadge, where a defendant avoided conviction after relying on a licensed gun dealer's assurance that his purchase was legal. If reliance on a dealer's word was enough, the Ninth Circuit reasoned, then reliance on senior U.S. officials abroad was even stronger. So they affirmed, letting Clegg present the defense to a jury. But not everyone agreed. A dissent argued there was no clear, official statement authorizing Clegg to break export laws, just encouragement and awareness. And that, the dissent said, wasn't enough to excuse criminal conduct. The thread here? Under the entrapment by estoppel doctrine, if government officials lead you to believe your conduct is legal, you may be shielded from prosecution. But the line is blurry. Is encouragement the same as authorization? For Clegg, that question meant the difference between being labeled a gunrunner or a man who just trusted the wrong people. That's all for this episode of Legal Threads. If you liked this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more legal threads.